Today has been a weird day for AMC. We're going to get right into that. I just want to start off by saying, as usual, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion, it's my own research, and I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research as well. So let's just go ahead and get right on into this, okay? We got 37.24 million for the volume for the day. It is still very low. You can see that down here on the lower section of the charts. It barely closed out in the green. There was an attempt here towards the end of the market to try and get it to go in the red, but it bounced back at the very last second there. So it is still holding its ground pretty well. Overall, the market quite weird today, and it's mainly because of this. Ortex is reporting that due to the Columbus Day holiday, some parts of the markets, for example, the bond market, are closed today. We have checked with our partners and everything is working as normal. However, lending volume is significantly lower than normal. Thus, a number of stocks don't have live updates, which is bizarre. If everything's supposed to be working normal, why is this not being reported accurately? But then again, Ortex doesn't actually pull from every single institution, and so it's not completely accurate in its own regard, but still, like, this is just, it's weird. It's really weird. And then in addition to that, we have a airplane that has flown above today. It says Ken Griffin lied on this little banner here. I know it's quite hard to read, guys. There was some video footage that somebody had taken of it as well. So that is in regards to the Ken Griffin lies hashtag that was attempted to be put out, and then Citadel responded back saying, hey, cease and desist kind of a thing. Well, guess what? They ended up going through with it anyway. So what the legal ramifications that will be now, I'm not sure, but it did fly overhead. We'll have to wait and see. This was organized by Cat Striker. Says, we have liftoff. Had to keep on the down low till takeoff, but we are in the sky. Spread this everywhere. So if anyone in New York is in the area, we can get more photos and video. 2 guys are there already, right? So that did actually end up happening. Some other things for you guys to keep in mind is that when the CEOs step forward and for these hedge funds, just for example, the market makers, brokerages, all that kind of stuff, if they speak under oath, don't be surprised if they do lie. I'm not saying that they will. Don't be surprised if they do. This is a great example. CEOs of 7 major tobacco corporations testifying under oath that nicotine does not cause addiction. That was back in 1994. And we know that nicotine causes addiction now, right? Everybody basically knows that. So the thing is that you have 7 CEOs. They lied under oath. Some other things to keep in mind. Short interest rate being reported today supposedly went down. Utilization supposedly down. Shares on loan, free float on loan, those also went down. Days to cover went up, and then cost to borrow went slightly down. Very unusual stuff that's going on here for the course of the day, guys. Take a look at some other information. We have 350,000 shares available to borrow, almost 4 million ETF shares available to borrow, and you have the fee is still at 0.9%. Calls out of the money at 206,000 for this Friday. Over 200,000. I mean, there is a great opportunity here for a gamma squeeze, but guess what? If this stuff expires out of the money, where do you think the money goes? It goes to the market makers, guys. It goes into their pockets. It feeds them more money to be able to keep doing all this nefarious stuff that it looks like that they are very, very likely doing. The numbers just don't add up. And so people that are doing options contracts, there's a huge opportunity there for them, don't get me wrong. But when it doesn't happen, you're just giving money to the enemy. And the enemy, if they're manipulating the market, they want these to expire out of the money, and they're going to be doing everything that they can to try and make that happen. We saw that happen last week with about 150,000 shares that expired out of the money. That gave them a lot of new ammo. And we also look down here, the dark pool data for last Friday, still over 60% at 65.2%. Just absolutely insane. Dark pool data, we got over 20 million shares. We got almost $1 billion. This money is still absolutely crazy that's going on in the dark pool. Now, speaking of money, we also have the box office with No Time to Die, the James Bond movie, premiering domestically with $56 million. The analysts were suggesting of an aiming goal of about $60 million, so it fell just a little bit short of that, but it did hit $300 million globally. So again, the movie theaters are not gone, and there's still plenty of opportunity that's there, and people are still actually going to the movie theater. So that, absolutely amazing. 300 million in its weekend globally. Then also look at this. I find this like just bizarre. JP Morgan Prime advises institutions to keep shorting even as the bank hikes its S&P price target. Think about that for a second. If these institutions get screwed because of their short positions and the price goes up, who do you think they're going to blame? they're going to look over at JP Morgan Prime and be like, why did you tell us to do this? I mean, don't be surprised though. JP Morgan has a history with stuff like with Bitcoin, where they basically trashed it and then they turned around and now they're supporting it, and now they're like starting to trash it again. They're flip-flopping. Just, yeah, it's bizarre. And then lastly, we have some information here. Robinhood is basically sweating. It says, at the same time, Robinhood also disclosed a new filing Thursday night that regulatory intervention in cryptocurrency trading and a payment arrangement between brokerages and trading firms, payment for order flow, were additional risks the company faced to its business. So they are a bit stressed out right now because if payment for order flow does actually go out the window, that's a huge business model that they work off of. And that's going to go ahead and be it for this video, guys. I do see us still having major support around $35.68. I got referral links in the description. If you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock, feel free to go check that out. It's free, guys. This is not financial advice. Let us know what you think about this in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm, and click the bell icon. And I will see you guys in the next episode.